Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. Today we're going to discuss everything that we tried in the month of January, and there are some hits, there are some misses, there are some like okay products. So if you guys want to see what I liked, what I absolutely loved, what I did not like, then please keep on watching. There are 12 new products that I tried in the month of January. On number 12, we have Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Foundation. So let me just make it very clear. It's not a bad foundation by any means. I personally feel that one, this shade is a little light on me, and this is the shade Medium Beige 12. This, by the end of the day, so I'm talking about like 10 to 11 hours, I did see a little bit of tackiness. I could feel the product sitting on my face, and that's the only reason why I did not like love this product, but I still like it. This mixed in with another foundation is what I'm wearing on my face today, and you can see like I wore this foundation about 4 hours before I started my day, and it looks pretty nice. It wears very nicely throughout the day, but after like 10-11 hours, you're gonna feel it on your skin. It is going to look a little more on the tackier side, especially because I am more on the combo side, leaning towards oily on the T-zone. I could definitely feel it on my T-zone. So that's the only reason why am I ranking this on number 12. On number 11, we have a mascara, and this is called the Dior Show Mascara from Dior. The only reason why this is ranking on number 11 is just because one, it is a pricey product. It is Dior. Of course, we know it's a pricier product, and it is not doing like too much on my lashes. I can easily get this effect from a drugstore mascara. So why paying high-end prices for this mascara? So it's not blowing me out of the water, and that's why I'm ranking this in number 11. By the way, let me make a disclaimer very clear. If you are wondering what is this mark, that's my problem. I burned myself while cooking. Hot liquids. Yeah, totally a blunder, I would say. I was doing something with my pressure cooker when the pressure was inside, and it just spilled everywhere, and it spilled on my hand, and yeah, it burned myself. But nothing to worry. It's all like healing right now. Earlier, it was burning like crazy, but now it's much better. So let's move forward. On number 10, we have M Cosmetics True Glosses. Now, I actually picked these glosses when it was on sale. So I gave like $5 each. It's by no means I'm saying that it is a bad product. It's not the one that I was expecting. I really thought that this is going to give me a really good like plumping look on my lips, and it will look like really juicy. But this is basically like I would say it's a hybrid between a gloss and a liquid lipstick, which doesn't dry down completely. Let me just swatch these shades for you guys. It doesn't give much of a shine, but if you do not like to wear liquid lipstick and you like that comfortable formula, I think you're really going to enjoy this. So these are the swatches of those glosses. As you can see, it is giving shine, but it is not like glossy finish on the lips. So this is the shade Secret Blush, this is Magic Hour, and this is called Mochi Mochi. Secret Blush is more on the mauvey side, Magic Hour is more on the peachier side, and this is more like a champagne gloss. Now I also see some inconsistency. The Secret Blush and the Mochi Mochi's wand is more of like this triangle shaped doe foot applicator, which is slightly, tilted. But when I tried Magic Hour, the wand is completely different. I hope you can see that. It's more of like that paddle shaped wand, and it's not like that tilted one. I thought that is a little inconsistent in the line, but nevertheless, if I am looking, I'm actually wearing a Secret Blush on my lips right now, and you can see it does give like a good amount of sheen on the lips, but it is definitely not like glossy, like gel-like finish on the lips, which I personally prefer. When I'm looking for a gloss, I'm looking for that wet gel-like finish on my lips, and that's the only reason why I'm ranking this on number 10, but the formula is really good. On number 9, I have another mascara, and this is from e.l.f. and it is their Big Mood Mascara. Again, by keeping the price in the mind, I would not say that this is a bad mascara. This is the mascara that I'm wearing today, actually layered on top of the Dior mascara. So once you layer it, you do get volume, but if you apply this by itself, it gives a lot of separation and like lengthiness and curliness, but it doesn't give much of volume. But if you layer it with a volumizing mascara, I think it grabs on top of it and it gives more of like a flared out effect that I am looking for in a mascara. So that's the only reason, but this is a really good mascara. If you want to try some good drugstore mascara, I would highly recommend this. But again, my favorite is definitely L'Oreal Lash Paradise. On number 8, we have Anastasia's Subculture palette. I don't think you guys can find this anywhere right now. I actually found mine in TJ Maxx, and that is where I got this. And I really paid a very discounted price for this. So if you can find it in TJ Maxx, I would highly recommend this. And this is not the old formula. I could hardly see any fallout from my eyeshadow palette. So I'm very happy that I got this palette. The colors are absolutely beautiful. I would say this is such a beautiful fall wintry palette. So I loved dabbing into this right now in like the winter season. I actually do have Roxy on my crease and I have Electric on my inner corners, and that's what I have from this palette. But I really like this palette. I cannot wait to test out more shadows. I actually have done like a get ready with me using this palette. I'm very glad that I have this in my Anastasia collection that I have, because I really like the Anastasia formula. But is this by any means like at par excellence in the Anastasia line? I would not say that. But I still love the colors and I am glad that this is in my collection. On number 7, I have Tatcha's Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. Now I tried like the sample version of it and I really liked it. I liked the effect. Initially when I tried it on the video, that was like my first impression. I could not see the difference when I applied it, but when I was wearing it throughout the day, I could significantly see like my skin perfected. That's like major in my opinion, especially because I am a person with skin texture, and anything that can blur out my skin, I really appreciate. And that's why I really like this Tatcha's Liquid Silk Canvas. If I can find this on a discount, this would definitely be in my collection in the full size. Like, I hardly say that for like a high-end product because I love testing out products, but if it really knocks my socks off, I can definitely invest my money into it. And I really think that this really made a difference on my skin. This is the primer that I'm wearing today also underneath my foundation, and you can see how perfected my skin looks. I really love the effect, how it comes across. On number 6, I have another eyeshadow palette, and this is from Colourpop, and it is the Ticket to Dreamland palette. I was pleasantly surprised how much I like this palette. It comes with a mirror also, and the colors in this is so beautiful. I absolutely loved playing with this palette. I've actually worn this like 5-6 times this month, and I have loved playing with this. I actually do have Fun House in the inner third of my eyelid, and then I deepened it out with this gray shade which is called Serendipity, and then I have this shimmery pink shade all over my inner third of my eyelid, and then I just blended it out with the Subculture Electric shade, the duochrome shade, the green shade from the inner corner, and just blended it out. I really love. I love the way Colourpop went with like a different color story altogether, and they played with colors. I think all these shades look so beautiful together. This is a beautiful duochrome purple with like a pink shift. I hope you can see that when I'm like moving the palette, but this is such a beautiful shade. And this pressed glitter, actually it doesn't even feel like a pressed glitter. It's very finely milled. It is definitely a little scratchy, so apply it at your own risk. But when you apply that purple, like blend it out with that black, it's so soft, but it does give like such a dramatic look on the eyes. It's very dimensional, and I love playing with this palette. Cannot wait to test this out even more. I would say I feel like this is such a perfect spring palette, so I would definitely get this out in the springtime. On number 5, I have a Milani lipstick, and this is from their flower collection, and this is in the shade Peony. Now, if you guys know, you know that I do not like pink lipsticks, but I actually have this on my lips right now. Let me just swatch it for you guys. The formula is what like just draws me in. I actually have Passion also from the collection from this line, which is like my absolute favorite. I cannot get Desire and pleasure anywhere in the stores. But when I find it, that even that is going to be in my collection. I absolutely love it. This is the shade called Peony. I've actually paired this up with the BFF3 lip liner, which is more on the brown side, and that makes like a very wearable lip for me. So I can definitely make this work. The formula is so beautiful. It's so velvety on the lips. But I would say if you do have like a lot of dry patches on your lips, if your lips tend to be dry in the winter months, I would say avoid that, or like apply a lip balm before you apply that. But if you do not suffer with like dry lips, I think you are absolutely going to love it, because I love the cushiony feel that it gives. This is definitely like one among my favorite formulas from the drugstore, and I cannot recommend enough. On number 4, I have another foundation which I recently tried, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Nude foundation, and this is more of a serum consistency, and in this I am in the shade 5-6. This is more on the olive tone, I would say. This is actually what I'm wearing, mixed up with that Bare Minerals foundation on my skin. Now, because the Bare Minerals foundation is on the lighter side, and I did mention this in the review video, because I have a lot of foundation that tends to be on the lighter side, I can mix like a drop of this into those foundation and I can wear it, and it wears so nicely. I am so glad that this is in my collection. This makes any foundation feel so lightweight on the skin, and that I absolutely love. When you wear makeup and it doesn't feel like anything like is sitting on your face, that's like my favorite kind of makeup to wear, and this checks the box in that category, and I absolutely love the way it sits on my skin. I can definitely, I think, make the shade 4 to 5 also work for me right now, but I tend to get super tan in the summertime, so in that time period I think this would be absolutely perfect. Another thing to keep in mind is this is definitely, I would say, a solid medium coverage. So if you're looking for like a full coverage, this is not the foundation for you. But if you do not have like much things to cover on your skin, this layers also beautifully, so you can get like a medium to full buildable coverage, but one layer on the skin would give more of like a medium coverage, I would say. On number 3, it's another complexion product which I absolutely loved wearing with anything and everything or by itself, and this is their Bare Minerals 16-hour Skin Perfecting Powder Foundation, and this I am in the shade medium 35 Gold. I love to wear this by itself. I love to wear this on top of my foundation, just dust it, and this just perfects your skin like no other. If you have imperfections, if you have like redness on your skin or anything like that, this completely perfects it. And I mean, I absolutely love wearing this with like a round buffing brush. If I'm wearing this by itself, this is so quick, and that's like my favorite part. If I have like a Zoom meeting to attend, if I have a Teams meeting in the office, this by itself and some brows and mascara, I'm good. Like, this is such a handy tool to have in your collection, especially even if you are like a beginner in makeup and you do not want to fuss with some liquids. This is the perfect foundation for you. Definitely give it a try. I think you will not be disappointed at all. I would even say if you are a dry skin type person, you would absolutely love this, because this formula is so creamy on the skin that it doesn't cling on to the dry patches. I love it. I cannot recommend enough good things about it. I love it. On number 2, I have a lipstick shade to mention, because this is a lipstick that I already have in my collection. I have lots of shades. This is a new shade. I actually have another shade with me, which I'm going to test out next month, because I did not have the time to dip into that. But yes, I'm definitely going to dip into that. This is Pat McGrath Matte Bronze Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Venus in Furs. This is like my perfect nude shade, my everyday shade, if I say so myself, and this is so creamy, so moussey on the lips. I mean, look at that shade. If you are a mauvey pinky toned person, you need to have this in your collection, and do not buy it at a full price. Pat McGrath does sales so often on her website. Like, grab it at a sale price, and at the year end, she does like lipsticks for $12 or $14, and that's when I grab all her lipsticks. I have quite a few in my collection, I would say, but this is by far like my favorite shade out of the lot, I would say. Like, this is again Venus in Furs. This is not matte by any means. It's not shiny by any means. It's such a comfortable matte formula. I generally love to apply like mauve tones on my face, and I love whenever I'm going on like pinky mauvey eyes or purpley eyes, which is my favorite to wear, I definitely do dip into this lipstick, and I cannot. I'm in love with this. Love. Okay, let's talk about our number one. This will definitely come as a surprise. I generally am a person who tend to be more on the affordable side. This is a bougie loose setting powder, but this just perfected my skin like no other, and I have to give it a number one. I could not stop wearing this from the time I tested it out. This is the powder that I have on my face today. So if you feel like my face is more perfected, it's not my skin, because my skin is a mess. It's perfected because of this powder, and this is the Givenchy's Prism Libre powder. And this I am in the shade 4. This is so beautiful. If you guys have not seen my review video, this comes in like 4 different shades. It's like magic in a jar. When all these 4 shades mix together, it just forms like your perfect shade. At least for my skin tone, I would say it's absolutely perfect. It just takes all the texture away. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like crepey. It doesn't stick to your dry patches. And you need the slightest bit on your face to get it perfected. I have like a full review video on this powder. I'll link it in the iCards above for you guys to check it out in action. And you will see it in that video how perfected my skin looks. But when I started the video, it was not like that. I love this powder, and I am so glad that this has landed up in my collection. So yes, that is all my ranking for the month of January. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. What is your favorite product that you tried in the month of January? If you have any, do leave it down in the comment section below. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.